Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 37th Annual Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade, live tonight on ETV Channel 70, also EmporiaGazette.com, Cable 1 Channel 70, I mentioned ETV Channel 70, also on ValueNet Channel 2 tonight. So Ron Thomas, along with Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce President and CEO Janine McKenna, welcoming you to live coverage tonight. Tell you what, Janine, turned out to be a great evening. The wind has died down, so a perfect night for the 37th Annual Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce Parade.
You're absolutely right. It is a beautiful evening. The crowds are out, and just no complaints tonight for the weather, and a great way to start off the holiday season. And so we're pretty excited about this, our 37th Annual Christmas Parade, with the theme this year, Holly Dazzle, and I think we will be dazzled tonight.
I think we will, and we're very honored tonight, too, to have a wonderful parade marshal who is Bill Hines, don't we?
We do. You know, when we were looking at the different nominations for parade marshal, when Bill's name came up, we knew there was no other choice. You know, Bill was a part of the Christmas parade from our very first year up until about 4 or 5 years ago when he retired from West Star Energy. Bill is the reason that Santa has his sleigh. He makes sure Santa is taken care of every year. He was just indispensable those 30-plus years that he helped us with this annual parade. So tonight we're very honored to recognize him as our parade marshal. Very
deserving. Bill was wandering around the Tressler Business Center, still getting stuff prepared for the parade tonight. Also, thanks to the Emporia Gazette for broadcasting the parade and pre-parade festivities live on Channel 2 for ValueNet customers, Channel 70, that's Cable 1 customers on EmporiaGazette.com, and recording it for future broadcasts that they will make you aware of. And tonight's coverage being brought to you by Four Seasons Apartments, comfortable living for all seasons. Call Alicia or Aaron today for a tour at 343-7172. Also, KVOE Radio tonight, providing live radio coverage of the parade. So, I guess media-wise, we've got this thing covered.
We've got you covered. No matter how, you can sit, watch, and listen. Enjoy it live. No one should miss out on these great opportunities. And this will be rebroadcast up until Christmas, and we will have a link on our chamber website as well, emporiakschamber.org. So, and you know, one other thing that I want to quickly mention, we couldn't do this without all of our sponsors, but we have a great number of people that help you and I be here tonight as well. Williams Automotive brings in, the stand that we're able to sit on to bring you the parade. You know, we block the parking for businesses like Cable 1 and Town Criers, so we want to thank them also for helping make this possible.
And we'd like to thank Flint Hills Music, providing the sound system for the dedication and lighting ceremony tonight. Thanks to Pastor Mike Stubbs of the Victory Fellowship Foursquare Church. He provided the Christmas message tonight. And also Emporia High School's Viva Voce.
Oh, they sounded beautiful as always.
Wonderful.
It just is
under the direction of Sarah Bays, the sounds of the season. So, and also, I'd be remiss if we didn't thank the Honorable Mayor of the City of Emporia, John Geitz, who had the magical Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce wand to light the tree tonight.
He did a marvelous job, didn't he? So we had to give him a few instructions, but he did well. And, you know, the tree that was lit up tonight is once again provided by the Sertoma Club of Emporia, and we want to thank them because they bring it down here and help us get it ready. And the beautiful decorations that are on the tree were provided by Emporia Child Care. All the decorations were made by the children that attend Emporia Child Care, so we want to thank them for that as well.
Well, and I want to thank the Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce, Jessica Crum, and your staff, Janine, for going through a lot of work to put this parade together. This is one of the big nights, big events in the city of Emporia annually, and a lot goes into this, so thanks to you and your staff for all the work you do in putting this on.
Thank you for saying that, and Jessica does a tremendous job, and this year is no different. Brent Windsor is our chairman of this committee. There are many committee members, and I hope to get to those, but this is the 6th year that Brent Windsor has chaired this Christmas Parade Committee, and we want to thank him so much. He puts a lot of dedication into this as well.
Well, it's the beginning of the holiday season here in our fair city of Emporia, the 37th year for the Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. We can hear the drums in the distance, and That can mean only one thing. We're about to get started here with
we see the
parade
lights
coverage.
flashing. They're getting closer and closer to us, which is exciting.
And another great turnout tonight, Janine. Commercial Street is lined, and, of course, the beautiful decorations and lights on the light poles downtown. It really is a festive feel, isn't it?
It really is, and it's fun to look out into the crowd as you're seeing now. You know, families getting together, having a great time, and once again kicking off this holiday season. You see them outside, you see them in the windows up above. It's fun to just take a look around and see how everybody is taking part tonight.
Well, we'll be kicking things off with the parade tonight with the American Legion Color Guard. Very important to, the city of Emporia. We are the founding city of Veterans Day, and, we salute all of our veterans and all active military personnel serving now, not only here but abroad as well, Janine.
That's exactly right. And you see them starting to come this way. The parade being led by both the Emporia Police Department and the Lyon County Sheriff's Office, and as you said, right behind them, the American Legion Color Guard. Our community is truly blessed.
Really it is, and we are very, very proud to be the founding city of Veterans Day, and it's only appropriate we have the American Legion Color Guard leading tonight's Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce parade. A salute as they walk by. Thank you, gentlemen, for all you do. Yeah, wonderful crowd has gathered here again downtown on the 2nd of December evening, and we're thankful that the wind has died down. It's just kind of a perfect early December evening for
a few evenings ago I was kind of worried.
I was too.
About the wind, but once again Mother Nature has cooperated with us, and it is just beautiful.
Well, the music you hear in the distance is coming from Emporia State University. Their marching band, which is under the direction of Dr. Gary Zeke, they're about 80 strong this year. Speaking of Emporia State, the latest national rankings are out, and the Emporia State Lady Hornet basketball team now, Janine, is ranked number 1 in the nation.
All right. Stingers up on that.
Guess.
That's pretty exciting. And they play again tomorrow evening, correct?
Yes, they do.
So,
they open, MIAA conference play against Northwest Missouri. That will be on the 3rd. Of course, if you're watching this on a tape delay basis, they've already beaten Northwest Missouri,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. They aren't ranked number 1 for, some shoddy reason. There is a reason there, and that's because they are.
All right. The Emporia State Marching Hornets under the direction of Dr. Gary Zeke, being led by Stingers with Antlers.
That's right.
That's what they are. And I think we're going to get a little taste.
I think we are.
Of the Marching Hornets here in just a second, right in front of us. I think we get a special show, Janine.
I think we do. Lucky us. Here we go. Wow. That's all
Holy
I can say.
holidays, Janine.
Wow. That
is
was
great.
Tremendous.
Thanks to the Emporia State University Marching Hornets under the direction of Dr. Gary Zeke.
They sounded great, and rocking right behind them is Kathy and Alvin Cox, who are two great supporters of not only Emporia State, but the Emporia High Spartans. But here we are. We're kicking it off with our parade marshal. Now, rock climbing is one of Bill's hobbies, and he just loves it, and so it's only fitting that he is in his rock climber tonight, being driven by his daughter Lonnie Heinen. And what a great day she had yesterday, and everybody with the Emporia Community Foundation.
Yeah, Bill, congratulations. Nicely done. And yeah, the Emporia Community Foundation with their matching money, raising over $60,000 for local charities.
That's right. So congratulations, Bill. We hope you're enjoying your evening. Well deserved, well deserved.
Emporia local firefighters 818 will follow Bill. They have an old horse-drawn fire engine with some current and former fire department officers on foot in dress uniforms holding their union banner. Love that horse-drawn fire engine right there.
That's beautiful.
Taking a trip back in time, the old 1880 hand pumper you see right there.
You know, this is the kickoff of a lot of holiday activities. We're pretty excited and blessed this evening that we're kicking off a lot of great events. Starting this Thursday, Emporia Main Street will be having their carriage rides. You can start signing up for those. I think it's around 4:30 in the afternoon at the Farmers Market kiosk. And, you know, those are great events, and people sign up for those very early on, and they fill up in the evenings. Just another way to enjoy the holiday season with the carriage rides from Emporia Main Street.
Do you want to take a moment, too, to thank Joe Michaels of Cable One for the Christmas tree that served as our backdrop tonight for the dedication and lighting ceremony that was held before the parade. Joe is always a great supporter of community and local activities, and, of course, thanks to the city of Emporia for granting the permit for the parade and providing a safe parade route tonight.
That's exactly right. You know, Chris Phillips and Ed Rathke with the City of Emporia have been donating the tree that is in front of the Civic Auditorium for many years, and so we also want to thank them. That tree will be up through the holiday season, and once again would not be possible with Ed Rathke and Chris Phillips, so thank you for that. And you know, another unique thing that we did this evening, for several years in the Crest building before the parade, Mrs. Claus has come with Santa, and she's come early to meet with her and Elfie have come to meet children in the Crest Center, and where children can drop off their letters to Santa. This year we added something special with Walgreens taking photographs, and so people that got their photographs taken with Mrs. Claus can go to Walgreens and pick those up. So we want to thank Chris Negrete at Walgreens and the Walgreens staff for making that possible this year.
A big thanks to all. It takes a lot to pull this all together, and it's one of the big community events of the year. As we now look at the Opie Fire Department, they'll have a couple of fire trucks with holiday decor tonight, and some Opie firefighters walking along as the city of Opie celebrating the high school's first state football championship.
Yes. Congratulations to all of them. How exciting was that?
Way to go, Eagles.
That's right.
Yeah, the Opie Fire Department bringing a couple of trucks down. But that's the Emporia Fire Department there. So.
And right behind them is the Opie. So Lyon County, well protected and served. And I tell you what, how thankful we are to have all of them and their expertise and training.
They do a great job. And that just frightened me.
I heard some screams in the crowd, too. I think that frightened a few people.
I about fell off the podium here, Janine.
And here's another favorite, the Arab Shrine cartoon characters. You know, this is a crowd favorite every year, too. I see Barney Rubble, you know, the Lion, Minnie Mouse. You know, they are just a lot of fun and have been such an important part of our community over the years.
They do a wonderful job, and if there's a parade around here, you see the Arab Shrine cartoon characters. As, they never miss it.
No, they don't.
If
They're
there's a
always
parade,
here.
they're there. And you can see Barney at the top of Barney's head there momentarily, but there's the lion. As a big thanks to the Arab Shrine cartoon characters for making another appearance here. Hello to Barney. Enjoying himself at the Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce Parade.
And we have starting to come down is this Thursday is the last session for our 27th class of Leadership Emporia. This has been a great class, and each year we ask the class to come up with a class project to practice the skills and capacities that we're teaching throughout the classes. Of course, we are working with the Kansas Leadership Center on those capacities, but this year's project is called Respect the Wheels. We all have our rights to be on the roads and laws that we must follow, and they're working to educate Emporia on how we can share the road peacefully and for the common good of all of our citizens. And you will see the bicyclists out tonight and doing things to help promote Leadership Emporia. We still have some Shriners that are shooting some stuff out into the crowd as well.
Yeah, the Arab Temple folks there, and you mentioned respect the wheels. You know, we do have a big cycling community here with the Dirty Kanza now, a staple here with this community. But locally, you know, bicycling is just huge, Janine.
And they're looking good on their wheels. We do. We have a strong bicycling community, and, you know, I think this is a great project for them, and so excited that they wanted to be a part of our Christmas parade tonight to showcase their class project.
And you'll now see the Parade Committee's award winner, the Emporia Christian School. Their theme is Dazzling Glory of the Lord. The float will be the Nativity of the Birth of Jesus. Angels will be appearing to the shepherds, the Nativity, then little lambs. Their preschoolers will be right at the end. But this is the Parade Committee Award float, the Emporia Christian School.
Congratulations to them and their hard work. Look how wonderful that is, with all the representatives from the Emporia Christian School on there.
There's a lot of Merry Christmasing from the kids on that float. Nice job, Emporia Christian School. The Lord's Lamb Preschool now entering your picture on Trail Ridge Road.
The holidays dazzle with God's grace. Lords of Lamb Preschool, and once again, you know, each year they do a great job of showcasing their preschool, what they do, all the families that get together, and they're having a good time, you could tell,
yes,
as they go by on the float.
That's what the parade's all about. The Christmas parade is about having fun. Little Holly Dazzle this year for you. And they've got a lot of dazzlers,
they've
too,
got a lot
they,
of
Janine?
dazzlers, yes. They couldn't fit all on one float. They're on two floats and walking.
That's a two-trailer group. That's right there. Hartford High School, the Jaguar Marching Band under the direction of Angela Perry.
And here we have Tony Travenstedt, This is a 1932 red Roadster go-kart. Looks like a lot of fun.
That does.
And a lot of people in there.
I think that's the maximum capacity.
I would say that is.
The lights are working, though. As we welcome the Medical Arts Clinic of Emporia, promoting a health dazzling Holly Day. So we appreciate that, the Medical Arts Clinic of Emporia.
And we do. We wish everybody a very healthy holiday season. An important time to get together with family and friends, so keep it healthy.
We've got a great medical community here.
Yes,
in
we really
Emporia
do.
that we need to be thankful for. Dazzling your way to a healthy holiday, the Medical Arts Clinic.
And here we have Sacred Heart School. They dazzled the night with the Advent wreath, including holly berries and sparkling candles. The 4 candles represent hope, love, peace, and joy during this season, waiting for the birth of Jesus. And it is a beautiful float that is decorated with many of the kids having a great time as you see them there waving at you. But you do. You see the beautiful Advent wreath in the back lit up, once again with those candles that represent hope, love, peace, and joy.
Thanks to Sacred Heart School for their participation this year in the annual Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Being seen tonight on ETV. You're witnessing right there the Schubert family train. Ben Schubert is driving the train tonight. Kids have a great time riding in the train, and they do lots of parades and give rides in several places. The Schubert family train. Now that looks like fun.
That looks like a lot of fun. If you're going to be a part of a parade, that's the way to do it.
That's where I want to ride next year, Janine. Book me a spot.
Okay, we'll
Book
work
me a
on
wagon.
that. We'll work on that. Well, I tell you, one way that we ensured booking you a ride in the parade this year is this next float. This is a limo driven by Monty Miller, and Mary Forsyth and her family are enjoying the parade from a different perspective. We made them hot chocolate cookies for the ride, and we donated this along with Monty Miller, we the Chamber of Commerce, at the Emporia Main Street's annual public improvement auction. So they get to see the parade in a little different perspective.
Well, that is a neat thing. That's a great prize.
It was. It was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, I guess that's the way to ride in this parade, huh? You see the KVOE 1400, 96.9 FM, Country 101.7, and Mix 104.9 rolling radio show. It's playing the sounds of the season. Scott Hayes behind the wheel. I think his kids are in there.
And here we are with Williams Automotive. Now, Williams Automotive is Holly Dazzle style thanks to the assistance of Travis Hitt and Hitt Entertainment. Williams Automotive is always there to get your home, your family home, on the holidays, and they want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. A great float by everybody at Williams Automotive.
Nicely done. As they wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas. Yeah, you see we've got some flatland cruising coming up here. We'll have a nice selection of vintage vehicles for you to adore as they drive by tonight. Welcome to the Flatland Cruiser. Is always a big part of our parades here in Emporia.
Now that truck is packed down with all kinds of packages in the bed. That's somebody's pretty lucky with all of that.
Someone's going to hit the mother load.
Yes, they are.
Right there. I like the way that Mustang is wrapped up, too.
I do, too.
Like to unwrap that under the tree, huh? Okay, they have about 12 to 15 cars in the parade this year, the Flatland Cruisers.
Always shined up to perfection.
Yeah, looking sharp, no doubt about that.
Larry Hall right there with his new Corvette. I've been promised a ride.
Special. Perfect color for the season, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, thanks again to the Flatland Cruisers. Turning out in droves tonight.
Yes, they are.
For the parade.
I think I see a Grinch.
You do, Janine.
And did you know even the Grinch wears a seatbelt?
Good idea.
It is a good idea. This is the Emporia Police Department, and they have some cartoon characters and a lot, but they're showing that McGruff, Scooby-Doo, the Grinch, all of them, they know to wear seatbelts, and it's the right thing to do. So remind everybody this holiday season to buckle up.
McGruff is buckled up in the golf cart.
That's
even,
right.
I think. Nowhere without his seatbelt, that's for sure. As you see, the ValueNet truck, Emporia's fiber optic company. Telephone, internet, TV.
Even on the side of the truck, there's TV going
Well,
right
there
there.
it is, yeah. Fiber fast internet and HD TV.
Looking good, ValueNet, looking good.
Followed by Prairieland Partners John Deere Hollywood theme. Instead of the famous Hollywood sign, it will say Prairieland Partners adorned in its tinsel and holly with the spotlights. Of course, stars of John Deere equipment, and you may see some famous stars here. Prairieland Partners and all the good work that Paul Dutoit and his staff do out there, and raising a lot of money for a lot of charitable organizations during the year, too.
And revving up the motors right behind them, here they come, the Arab Shriners' Little Chops.
Those just look fun. They
Yes,
really
they do. I would be dangerous, so.
They can maneuver in some pretty tight spaces.
Yes, they can. And right here is Cliff Super Service. This is a 1955 Chevy service pickup, just like one Dad and Grandpa had. Cliff since 1938. The Schaefer family has been servicing transportation since 1890. 124 years. Congratulations to Jesse and his whole family.
And here you just saw the Hispanics of today and tomorrow, 1912 Model T Tour About Car with Fiesta Queen Jasmine Regoza, Princess Carina Barora Mendez, and Cinco de Mayo Queen Arciela Madrigal.
And here we
Hispanics
have,
of today and tomorrow members walking in front and back with their banners there.
and also going by is Heinz Lawn Care and Landscape. They wish everybody in the Emporia area a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and want to say thank you for their business.
That must be a tinsel blower on the back of that lawn machine then, right?
I think so.
You have to adapt. Make adjustments,
Exactly.
for the season. The Sertoma Club. Oh, you think of the Sertoma Club, they do a lot of great work, but the first thing that comes to mind is the miniature train. Over 15 different fundraisers, Janine, where supported by that train. Free rides on Sunday, December 21st. By the way, coming up, Santa will be there at Soden's Grove. Sertoma also raised $6,500 for Emporia State University, the School of Nursing there, and Flint Hills Technical College for scholarships in 2014. So thanks to the Sertoma Club and all the fine work that they continue to do.
Yes. Thank you, thank you. And coming up right behind them is the Timmerman Cub Scout Pack 3045. But they're starting to come up there.
They're inching their way here, Janine.
They're inching their way.
This is not about speed. This is about enjoying the parade.
That's exactly right.
You know, and the kids certainly don't mind it. Enjoying a beautiful night in wonderful downtown Emporia for the Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce Parade.
There they are. The Timmerman Cub Scout Pack 45 is celebrating the spirit of Cub Scouting.
Merry Christmas, kids. Thanks to the Cub Scouters. That's a nice car they built there, too. As we welcome into the picture now, St. Francis Community Services, decorated pickup there with lots of dazzle. Of course, Holly Dazzle is our Christmas parade theme this year.
And
big candy cane adorning the front of the pickup.
And coming up next, we have a joint venture here, Cooper's Carts and the Emporia Gazette. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. The Emporia Gazette and their Emporia Living magazines, just great additions to showcase our community. And then, of course, all the carts and fun with Cooper's Carts tonight, and also celebrating and supporting Camille Cooper.
Well, this also is part of What's in Outdoors and Phil Totten,
right.
And that's Fishing Futures giveaway, and they are selling tickets, and proceeds from that will go to Camille Cooper.
Yes.
So that's a part of what you see here with number 29, Cooper's Carts, and also the Emporia Gazette and What's in Outdoors on KVOE with Phil Totten. And that's a wonderful-looking cart there, too.
Yes, it is. I think they're all having a good time tonight.
I really do.
As they should.
There's a cart pulling a cart.
That's right.
I like that.
And then you also have the paper carriers. They're so important to our community.
And there you see State Senator Jeff Longbine entering the picture.
And across the street in the red coat, Representative Don Hill.
I'm just going to say. Tell you what, the politicians aren't moving fast. They can't move fast enough here tonight. He said. Well, a couple of gentlemen that do a very good job for our community. Again, State Representative Don Hill, State Senator Jeff Longbine.
And following right behind them is Longbine Auto Plaza. A Rainforest Green Metallic 2015 Chevy Silverado leads the pack, towing some of Longbine Auto Plaza's family. Hello, everyone. Looks great. And following that float, that is carrying family members. You see them waving right there. Is a luxurious 2014 Buick LaCrosse in Silver Ice Metallic.
And then what a 2015 Cruise, Janine. Exterior color is red hot.
That's
red
right.
Hot.
Fitting for the holidays. And then following it up, you will see a 2015 Suburban in a white diamond tri-coat. And they hope your holidays are dazzling.
And here we go. More bands. We love the bands in the parade. And we welcome the Opie Junior Senior High School Band under the direction of Jacob Stice. Thanks to the Opie Junior Senior High School Band. About 30 of them there, 7th to 12th grade, sounding very festive tonight.
Yes, they are. They are sounding great. And following the Opie High Soaring Eagles Marching Band is the Opie Elementary School Trolley. Now, this trolley originally was used at the Kansas State Fair in Hutchinson to transport fairgoers. Tonight, it's transporting some of the 160 preschool through 6th grade students making up the future Eagles. Opie Elementary School boasts a long history of quality education in a positive small-town environment. Yes, they do.
You can pack a lot of little Eagles in that trolley, can't you? They have done that. Following up is that Lyon County State Bank. They're recreating National Lampoon's Griswold Family Christmas this year. Clark, Cousin Eddie, and the entire Lyon County State Bank staff wish you a happy holiday. Hey, Clark.
Looking good.
Cousin Eddie.
And here we have Kansas Radio Inc. 96.1 The Wave. Warm thanks to everyone for their generosity this holiday season. They want to share this happiness with neighbors and hope that you have a blessed celebration. Thanks again. Happy holidays from 96.1 The Wave.
And here's the Aaron's truck. Everyone's a lucky dog at Aaron's. Thank them for their participation in the parade.
And here we have the Knights of Columbus and the 4th Degree Knights. And they're in their formal regalia.
And Newman Regional Health and Newman Medical Partners present Dazzling Care, Janine. Dr. Matthew Turner and family will be karaokeing right there. The city of Emporia on top of their float that will display their title with the snowbanks and other Christmas decorations. Doctors are on board and walking Christmas presents. You'll see their staff is walking alongside the doctors, handing out some special gifts for the community. And you're watching parade coverage on ETV 70, brought to you by Four Seasons Apartments, fourseasons.rentourspace.com, bringing you parade coverage tonight.
Once again, a final look at Newman Regional Health as they karaoke away down the street. And following Newman Regional Health is the Emporia Antique Car Club, being led by State Representative Peggy Mast.
She was there. Trust us. State Representative Mast, there she is. Get a shot of Peggy. Thanks for her service. Speaker Pro Tem, Kansas House of Representatives. As Janine alluded to, the Emporia Antique Car Club. We've had a lot of great vintage automobiles pass by, haven't we?
Yeah, they are beautiful.
I think there's an animal in the front seat of that car, isn't there?
I think so, too.
Waving.
I think that's the Emporia area retired school teachers, school personnel, and they're waving at us.
The Artmobile. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
The Emporia Arts Center. This reaches all kinds of kids in schools, communities, special events. It's funded through the generosity of the Emil Babbinger Charitable Trust and private donations. And, of course, the Emporia Arts Center has a lot of cool things for your holiday shopping at their beautiful facility on Commercial Street.
And right behind them is VecTech. VecTech would like to wish everybody in Emporia a happy holiday season. And I think I see Olaf on top of that big roller skate there.
Merry Christmas from Rollers.
They're bringing and providing entertainment for children and families in the Emporia area for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rollers.
And they've got skaters out there, too.
There they are, Rollers.
Walking in a winter wonderland right there. Flint Hills Towing. Home Flint Boyer. And happy birthday to Jaden Burke today. It's his 11th birthday. Flint Hills Towing. I believe Clint is in town as we speak, as he's gearing up for a big hunt he does with youth in the area. So I think they've got a gathering tonight. Thanks to Flint Hills.
And here we have the Kiwanis Club of Emporia. You know, for over 91 years, the Kiwanis Club of Emporia has responded to the many needs of our community, especially for the youth, providing both manpower and funds. They've demonstrated their can-do attitude for many worthy causes like Camp Alexander, Camp Wood, Emporia Daycare, Girls and Boys State, Eastside Memorial Park, Salvation Army. It goes on and on. One that's near and dear to me is after the 2011 tornado in Redding, they came and helped rebuild the fencing around the Redding Park and the Ball Diamonds. So we can go on and on about the many wonderful things that are done by the Kiwanis Club of Emporia.
Just one of many great service organizations that we're blessed to have.
That's exactly right.
In the city of Emporia.
You know, we have a little ways coming down the street here, but as I see the next float coming, we have some banner carriers, and I want to thank, for the past 4 or 5 years, we've reached out to Emporia State University and the Office of International Students, and they step up every year in providing us 10 to 12 volunteers, international students that say, you know, we want to be a part of this. Many of them have never experienced an event like this, and so they have a lot of fun helping us carry the banners each year. This year is no different, and so we want to thank them, and we see you know, them coming forward with the Parade Marshals Award, and I hear some singing, and that award is going to the Flint Hills Mall. So I think Jose is holly dazzling us with his vocal ability here.
Well, he is. Of course, there's a little Feliz Navidad going, and of course that's sung by Jose Feliciano, and he just happens to be the manager of the Flint Hills Mall.
That's right.
And the past chairman of the Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. So, yeah, congratulations to Flint Hills Mall as, fashion and styles and services, serving Emporia for over 40 years. Shop Emporia first and shop Flint Hills Mall. They are the Parade Marshal Award winner.
Congratulations. A lot of hard work I know has gone into that. And walking with them is also our new crowned Miss Flint Hills. So congratulations to her as well.
And that indeed is Jose singing. Yes, he is. Congratulations to Flint Hills Mall. Parade Marshal Award winner.
And following right behind them is Team Hope World Foundation. Now, the yellow Jeep ATV will be coming up, and it's pulling a trailer with a little yellow chopper, walkers, handing out candy for their Live Strong bands. Courageous the Lion, which is the Team Hope mascot, is also behind them riding in the Jeep. You know, Team Hope World Foundation's mission is to inspire and empower people to make the world a better place. And Alicia Hammond, who leads up our local Team Hope, has just done a wonderful job in making the recognition here in our community. Imagine a world without cancer.
Thanks to Team Hope and all they do, not only here, but around the world. That's Courageous the Lion, which is Team Hope's mascot. Lyon County Crime Stoppers, nonprofit organization of Citizens Against Crime. A way for anyone to report criminal activity while remaining anonymous to report a crime. You see the number right there. That's 342-CARE, 342-2273. Thanks to Crime Stoppers and the work they do.
And right behind them is the Emporia Symphony League. Nothing brings on more holly dazzle than music, and nothing is greater than Handel's Messiah for the holidays. The Emporia Symphony League float have marchers reminding us of the ultimate choral and orchestral collaboration that will take place this coming Saturday, December the 6th, in Albert Taylor Hall on the ESU campus at 7:30 p.m. Make your holiday complete. Join the Emporia Symphony League. This is just going to be a tremendous performance.
Yes, indeed. Not only the Symphony Orchestra, but all of the Emporia State Choirs will be taking part, too. So it's going to be a wonderful evening, a wonderful performance, as Janine mentioned. Coming up at 7:30 p.m. December 6th, Albert Taylor Hall. Nicely done, and I believe that is Jeremy Starr there, who is the conductor and director of the Emporia Symphony Orchestra. Does a great job.
As Handel. Following right behind them, and I know they showed them really quick, was TFI Family Services. You know, they're devoted to strength of family, serving foster families across Kansas. They would like to invite you tomorrow evening at the Granada Theater, December the 3rd, is their annual holiday benefit auction, which I think you're helping them out with, Ron. They're providing a glimmer of hope for families out there and foster children, so please join them starting at 5:30 for food, drinks, and bidding.
And up next is the St. John Lodge. This is a combined effort between St. John Masonic Lodge and the Emporia Masonic Lodge. They have a flatbed trailer pulled by a pickup. The biggest message they bring is a brotherly love, relief, and truth. The float brings together the traditional African-American lodge with the Main Street White Lodge convey that message. So thanks to the St. John Lodge and the Emporia Masonic Lodge. Great to have them here together.
And following up behind them is the Chamber of Commerce Award, and it is the Flint Hills Learning Center. A Pathway to Stars will showcase a star theme. Oh my, this is just a beautiful float that you'll see approaching. A lot of hard work that went into everybody at Flint Hills Learning Center. There you go.
Flint Hills Learning Center. Yeah, that's the Chamber Award winner. Nicely done.
Very nicely done. Congratulations. And here we have Huddle House. They're dazzling their customers around the Christmas tree at the Huddle House.
And they're followed by the Emporia High School Lady Spartan basketball team as they get set to dazzle you on the courts this season. We hope so. Welcome to the Lady Spartan basketball team.
Good luck and hope you have a great season, Lady Spartans.
Here we are, mini tea time, Janine.
In their perfect formation, here they come, the Arab Shrine Mini Teas. They were founded in 1970. The Mini Teas are proud supporters of the Shriners Hospital for Children.
Thanks to the Mini Teas and the Shriners. They're always here for parades in Emporia, and they do great work. They help because they care.
And right behind them is the Numana Project. 27 million starving kids served worldwide, including the United States. Hunger relief. Sting out hunger from Numana.
Well, you'll be hearing more about this project here in the next couple of months as they're going on a very aggressive campaign here locally to help feed the hungry. So be listening for more details on that. Las Esmeraldas. They're an interest group for Kappa Delta Chi Hispanic sorority. They have a total of 15 members, and they'll be an established organization in the spring of 2015.
They're singing us some Feliz Navidad as well.
We've been
wonderful.
Feliz Navidad here, haven't we?
And here we have Flint Hills Technical College. Many of the students carrying, information on all the different services that they offer, health occupation, emergency services, great things, and the wonderful truck being driven by President Dean Hollenbeck.
Wonderful work. They've got many great programs, and they've got a lot of cutting-edge technology.
And they're being recognized as deservedly so for all the great things that Dean and the entire staff are doing at Flint Hills Technical College.
Yeah, they have a second-to-none welding program that they'll be launching here very soon as well, on top of the other great things that they're already doing. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Boy, a long historical legacy of providing quality health care and prescription services to Emporia and the surrounding communities. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy wishes everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Their brand new location on 12th Street. Beautiful facility, and that's a beautiful car they're in.
Yes, it
too.
is. Being driven by Corey Haig.
Yeah, they built a beautiful new store in Corey and Amber. Wonderful stuff there.
Thank them for their investment into our community. What a great investment they have done. And following right behind them is KISS 103.1. It's the KISS vehicle, Emporia's #1 hit music station, is a part of the My Town Media Radio Group. KISS is the sister station to ESPN 94.1 and 97.7. The Dog, which is the second vehicle, the vehicle you're looking at right now. So thank you, KISS, and thank you, The Dog, for being here and being a part of our parade.
Camp Alexander. you're looking at right now. What a wonderful facility that is out there at the camp. And they've got camp stuff. Well, you got a canoe. A canoe at Christmas, it can only mean one thing, Camp Alexander. Yeah? And you have a number of great programs out there for the kids. So a wonderful camp here to serve the Emporia community. Camp Alexander.
And here we have Prairie Land Partners, John Deere, carrying Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the Flint Hills. It's a nonprofit agency that promotes positive youth development through mentoring. Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
Yeah, they do a great job at Big Brothers Big Sisters. Wonderful program helping out a lot of kids. A lot of great volunteers. Followed by the Madison High School Marching Band under the direction of Laura McDonald. They're about 35 strong.
The Emporia High School Fellowship of Christian Athletes. This float is carrying members of the Emporia High Fellowship of Christian Athletes. This is a non-denominational organization through the school which students can gather and worship God among its peers. FCA is growing in the school and can always use more members. The Emporia High School Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
And Janine, that's followed by PAC 165 and Troop 165, Grace United Methodist Church. They're getting ready to celebrate the Christmas season. The boys are dazzling us with their imagination for projects, community service, good deeds, and acts of citizenship. They've got many great service projects, and they do wonderful stuff. That's PAC number 165, Troop 165, Grace United Methodist Church. See the scouts in the back with a tree and waving and having fun.
That's right, having a good time out this evening. Well, you were mentioning Clint Boyer in town and getting ready for his youth hunt. You know, coming up here next in the parade as we take a little break here will be Clint Boyer Autoplex. Just want to talk about Clint and his 79 fund and all the good he does for our community. How blessed we are to have him remember us and give back. Not all successful athletes remember their hometowns, and Clint has done more than that, and we want to thank him for that.
Yeah, the 79 Fund and Clint Boyer, the work that they've done with the community, Clint Boyer Community Building, and, the annual golf tournament and auction that he has here, and how much that fund has helped not only youth, but many organizations and groups here in the Emporia area. So thanks to Clint and, of course, the Clint Boyer Autoplex.
Some
just
beautiful
another
vehicles.
Fingerprints.
That's right.
Clint out here helping the Emporia community. So thanks again to Clint Boyer, and great to have the Autoplex represented here at the Emporia Area Chamber of Commerce 37th Annual Christmas Parade in downtown Emporia.
And each of these vehicles have a beautiful red bow on top, so, you could take one home.
That would look good under any tree,
That would look
wouldn't
good under any tree.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. Well, here is the Farmers Market mascot. This is a 48 International KBS. Prairie Land Partners bought the rough gem in a shell, and Thurston's Plus Auto Body and Automotive cut that stone into a polished brilliance that you see today. The mascot for Emporia Farmers Market.
Loving that. Great job. And the Farmers Market here, just a They do a wonderful job. Keeps getting bigger and better every year as we welcome the Emporia High School Latinos Unidos Club. They're Holly dazzling us with Hispanic flair. They've got sombreros and folkloric dresses and a decorated Christmas tree and lots of lights. Even some glow sticks there. That's from Emporia High School, Latinos Unidos Club.
And here we have Emporia State University's Department of Nursing. They're handing out some candy canes there, so they had to take a little break. But this hay wagon is pulled by a beautiful truck, and the nursing students are riding on it and singing Christmas carols and signage, wishing everybody good health during the holidays.
Well, and Janine, this is one of the top-rated nursing programs in the country that we have right here. So something to be very proud of.
Yes, it is. Stingers up.
Stingers up indeed.
That's right, and wishing you happy and healthy holidays.
Indeed, we want to be happy and healthy. Well, then we have the Mayor's Award coming up, Janine.
That's right, and it's the Polar Plunge, and it looks like there is somebody polar ready to plunge there.
A wonderful fundraising event every year. And this is a 60s Christmas VW bug you see there, courtesy of Dr. Hicks. It's got Dr. Hicks written all over that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Of course, they'll be plunging in Mouse Lake February 21st, 2015, raising money for Special Olympics.
And you're seeing right there our 2014 Miss PRCA Rodeo Queen, Shayla Lowry. And she is the rodeo queen. She's riding horseback with lights, and bells, followed by her mother, Janice Erickson, also on horseback. So we want to thank them. And the next PRCA rodeo will be on the third weekend of August in 2015. We want to thank them for coming down and being a part of our parade.
As we welcome one of our favorite events each and every year here in the Emporia community, the Flint Hills Beef Fest. And the wonderful things they do each and every year.
What a great event.
Yeah, they've been in existence for, over a couple of decades.
And they always have fun every year during this parade, grilling up some great steak.
Oh, and look at that. A special treat.
Well, they're taking good care of us and others by bringing us some great
steak bites.
Beef. That's right.
John North Ford represented now, Janine.
Some more beautiful presents you can put under the tree.
Indeed.
I like. Oh, they're having a great time. Now here's the way to go.
37th Annual Christmas Parade. Being brought to you, our coverage tonight brought to you by Four Seasons Apartments. You can log on to fourseasons.rentourspace.com or call 343-7172. Four Seasons Apartments at 1931 West 24th.
And once again, congratulations to John North Ford and all those beautiful vehicles that they're showcasing on their lot today.
LCAT, Lyon County Area Transportation, Janine, and they're having a record-setting ridership year.
How wonderful is that? What a great thing that we have for Lyon County.
Yeah, and a lot of growth there in public transportation. That's needed here. So.
And here is C. Allen for your doors. Knock, and your door will be open. Ride, and you will get dirty. Dirty Cans of Promotions was founded in 2006 by Jim Cummings with the assistance of fellow cyclist Joel Dyke. The C. Allen family wants to thank the community for all their support with the DK200. And there's Jim right there waving at everybody.
Does a great job. That Dirty Kansas is a worldwide event that is centered right here. We've got bands. We've got Emporia High School. We've got the marching band. About 90 strong under the direction of Mr. Bob Hazelhoon, the Emporia High School marching band.
And they sound fantastic.
They're gearing up for their run by the camera here. They move well.
Yes, they do.
They've got me hopping.
Mrs. Claus and Elfie, too. And the crowd's having a good time, too.
Yeah.
If you could look in the street, they were jumping around as well.
Well, the reason Mrs. Claus is nearby is because Santa
yes.
is inside, Janine.
That's because the Emporia High Spartan Marching Band always welcomes and introduces Santa Claus. You know, I would like to thank Roland Trahoon, West Star Energy. I was talking earlier, this wonderful tradition was started by our parade marshal, Bill Hines, but is now carried on with Roland and staff from West Star Energy. So thank you as we get to welcome the big man himself, Santa Claus.
Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus wishing all a very Merry Christmas. Santa looks in fine form,
yes,
too, doesn't he?
Does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Thank you so much, Santa, for coming and being a part, once again, of our 37th annual Christmas parade.
Wow, what a great parade.
It was a fabulous parade.
Oh,
Ron,
Santa.
thank you once again for being a part of this wonderful tradition of ours.
Great to be here. Always a pleasure to be alongside you, Janine. And I know the Chamber of Commerce looks forward to this each and every year. And it's one of the big events here in this Emporia community that people obviously look forward to. Great crowd, families enjoying themselves. That's what it's all about. Families together, you know, enjoying the festiveness of the holiday season. And
yeah, just a perfect evening.
Yeah.
We really couldn't have asked for any better weather. The floats were tremendous. They really showed us what Holly Dazzle means, and that was just tremendous. A lot of fun tonight.
Well, and again, thanks to the Emporia Gazette for broadcasting the parade tonight and pre-parade festivities live on Channel 2. That's for ValueNet customers. Channel 70 for Cable 1 customers. Also, EmporiaGazette.com, and recording it for future broadcasts. And the broadcast tonight brought to you by Four Seasons Apartments. You can log on and find them at fourseasons.rentourspace.com or call 343-7172. They're at 1931 West 24th.
Well, I think the only thing left to say is happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Great parade.